soldier.
Good morning and welcome to the Del Oro High School 2015 Summer School Graduation. My name is Linda Corbell, Career and Technology Teacher here at Del Oro High School. Today we are here to honor some very hardworking students who have proven that anything is possible if you really want to achieve a goal. And now please stand for the posting of the colors. Being presented today by Del Oro High School ROTC, Texas 66, under the direction of Master Sergeant Jesse Navia.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here to sing the national anthem is Khadija Jabbar.
So brightly wheeled, but the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through thy light that our flag was still there. Oh, see, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
For destiny. Lord, you put our destiny in your divine hands. Amen.
Thank you, Christopher. Please be seated. Here with us this morning are school district board members and administration. Dr. Carlos Rios, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Jorge Garza, Chief Instructional Officer for Secondary Education. Aide Garcia, Chief Instructional Officer for Elementary Education. Dr. Patricia McNamara, Chief Human Resources and Instructional Support Officer. Del Oro High School Principal, Dr. Sally Zuniga Barrera. Thank you for being here with us today and to support these special summer school graduates. At this time, we will have our principal address the graduates. Buenos días, Señora Maria Martinez, Del Rio High School team, family, and friends, and of course, our amazing graduates of Del Rio High School of 2015. There's always a special excitement at any graduation, but there's something extra special about Del Rio High School. We know it has been challenging for some more than others, but I thank you for not giving up and for being strong and motivated. I take this opportunity to thank your parents, siblings, grandparents, guardians, and loved ones for encouraging you when you felt overwhelmed, discouraged, or frustrated. Because it is impossible for only one person to give you 100% of the support needed to accomplish this challenging task, I am grateful for our wonderful team at Del Rio High School. I have seen firsthand how everyone goes above and beyond to help you, our students. I wholeheartedly admire you for making your education a priority and for realizing that this is only the beginning. Graduation from high school, the best one in the universe. Graduates, don't forget the feeling that you have today as you celebrate this great accomplishment. And there's so many people here that love you and respect you. Rest assured that we will miss the class of 2015's school spirit, pride, teamwork, creativity, and enthusiasm. Thank you for keeping us on our toes and for making every day exciting. In closing, it has been a great honor being your principal for the last 3 years. All 32 summer graduates have a very special place in my heart. We have had 588 graduates for 2015. I leave you with this, a quote from Albert Einstein. There are only 2 ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as if everything is a miracle. Thank you, seniors, for being a part of my daily miracles. I love you and will miss you. Viva la clase de 2015. Thank you, Dr. Barrera. Also with us today is Maria Martinez from Board of Federal Credit Union. She is our guest speaker today. I didn't mean to leave her out, but thank you for being with us here today. And now, the superintendent, Dr. Carlos Rios, will address the graduates.
Good morning. On behalf of the school district, I want to take a minute just to congratulate our graduates and thank the family that's here supporting them. Thank you for your support throughout these 12 to 13 years of schooling that your children have had. There isn't much to say other than thank you so much for allowing us to participate in probably one of the most significant moments in your child's life. And that's what I want to address to the graduates. As parents, there's a few days that we remember. We remember when our child is born. Then we have scattered memories as we get into our older age. But then we remember when they graduated high school, and then probably when they get married. But of the 3, graduation is certainly a momentous occasion because you worked for it, and your parents and everybody here are so proud. Years from now, you may forget a lot of things, but you will not forget today. So take it all in as you're sitting there, and you have your loved ones out there, and your sense of accomplishment. This is incredible. Congratulations, and thank you for allowing us to participate. We wish you a lot of luck, and trust that you will be very successful. Les comentaba a los graduantes que como padres hay pocas cosas de cuales recordamos, especialmente cuando vamos madurando en edad. Una de ellas es cuando nacen, Las uvas probablemente cuando gradúan de high school y después quizás cuando se casan, ¿verdad? Pero de las tres, esto es sumamente importante porque es un logro de los estudiantes y de los padres unidos que trabajaron y obraron muy duro para llegar a este punto. Entonces, felicidades a los padres, felicidades a los graduantes. Estamos muy satisfechos con todo el esfuerzo de todos y esperamos grandes cosas para ellos. Gracias por permitirnos participar en esta celebración. Que todos tengan un buen día y un tremendo futuro a los graduantes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Rivas. Here to introduce our guest speaker is summer school graduate Shayla Cabello.
Maria J. Martinez is President and CEO of Border Federal Credit Union, headquartered in Del Rio, Texas, with branches in Laughlin Air Force Base, Eagle Pass, and soon in Crystal City, Texas. Ms. Martinez has a bachelor's in business administration with a major in accounting and has been in the credit union industry for over 26 years. Under Ms. Martinez's leadership, BFCU expanded its field of membership from 3 to 13 Texas countries, implemented education programs that target the youth in our community, such as the annual youth fair, annual youth financial summer camp, and scholarship program for both local students and teachers. Ms. Martinez serves and holds officer positions on various volunteer boards at the local, state, and national level. She has made presentations at the local, state, national, and international seminars, workshops, and conferences on various financial topics and credit union issues. Among the awards that Ms. Martinez has received, the Del Rio Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Businesswoman of the Year, and most recently, the Texas of Commerce Businesswoman of the Year, most recently, the Texas Association of Mexican American Chambers of Commerce Women of Association Distinction Award. Ms. Martinez was born in Reynosa, Mexico, immigrated to the USA when she was 13, grew up in San Antonio, Texas, is married to Abner Martinez, and has 3 children, Annalie, Abner, and Adriana. Please welcome Ms. Maria Martinez.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. As a matter of fact, this week we are having a youth camp at the credit union, and at noon today I have a graduation for the morning class, and then this afternoon I'll have another graduation for the afternoon class. And we teach them about financial concepts. So it's a really neat thing that we do, and we've been doing it for 12 years now. But I'm here to tell you a little bit about my story. And first of all, I want to congratulate you for making this great achievement in your life. And I know for you parents, this is probably one of the best moments. I know I've seen 2 of my kids graduate from high school and 2 of them from college, so it's really a great pleasure for me to be here today for y'all. When Dr. Sally called me, to see if I wanted to do this, I was very elated. I said, wow, what an honor, to come and speak to the graduation class of, the summer class. And one of the things that she told me was that this is something that they've been doing for many years in the summer. So then they sent me an email, here Maria, you're being invited. So I looked it up and I said, okay, what is ACAP? And ACAP is Alternative Credit Accrual Program. And so I did a little bit more research on that, and I said, okay, well, who are these students? Why are they graduating in the summer? And why is it that they didn't graduate with the rest of the students? Well, then the more research that I did, I said, oh wow, what an accomplishment. I mean, you're here because you wanted to do this. It's not because somebody was forcing you, or maybe your parents did force you a little bit. But you're here because this is the next step in your life, and I think that's very important. I grew up in Mexico. We came when I was 13 to the United States. I came to visit one of my aunts that lived in San Antonio, and my other aunt used to work during the day and the other one at night. So she said, hey, do you want to stay with me? And I said, sure, I'll stay, you know. So I was only 13, I stayed with my aunt. And then in the summer, I went back home, and then I told my mom, hey, what about if we all go? And of course, when I stayed, I was not legal. I was undocumented at the time. But back then, it was a lot easier to stay in the States. Now it's a lot harder. And so by the summer, I went back to Reynosa, and I brought the rest of my family here. And I was only 13. What an influence, right? But I think it's because of the situation that we were in at the time. So then we came to San Antonio. I grew up there. We were undocumented for 13 years. It was in 1986 when there was an amnesty program that came through. And at that time, we were able to get legal documents. But by then, we had done so much because by then I had already graduated from high school. When I came to the States, of course, they always kind of hold you back. So they held me back a little bit, about a year or so. And then I got caught up. So I graduated when I was a junior instead of a senior because I wanted to go to college right away. And I knew that I could do better. So we did live in housing. We did go through a lot because growing up, we didn't have the money. It was a single mom with 5 kids. And some of you may associate with that. And it's really hard when you have kids. You know, you want to give them all, but you can't. So my mom would work. We all started working when we were very young. But, you know, we adapted to the system. You know, in between learning English, I used to go to school and during the day to regular school. And then at night, I would go to an adult center. And that's how I learned English through them. At the end, I ended up teaching the adults English because I picked up so quick. When you're a kid, you pick up so quick. So then that's what happened to me. Then I graduated, you know, got married, and I had kids. Then a job opportunity came up for my husband to come to Del Rio, and so we come to Del Rio. One of the things is that when I left San Antonio, I was already the comptroller. I had a really good position in a credit union that I was working at. And when I left, I didn't want to come to Del Rio. I said, Del Rio, where's Del Rio? You know, I said in the map, you know, I have never been through here, not even through here. I had been through Eagle Pass because we would travel into Mexico. But, you know, then I came and I said, well, you know, it's not too bad. So then I interviewed with a guy from the credit union. At the time, it was the CEO. And I interviewed with him, and one of the things that I remember he mentioned was that he was going to be retiring. He says, well, I plan to retire in 3 years. I said, yes! You know, that just stayed on my mind, and I said, 3 years? That's not bad. I think I can do something in 3 years. So in 3 years, what I did, I prepared myself to go ahead and apply for that position. So the position came open, and on the day that he announced that he was leaving, then I said, well, this is my opportunity to apply for the job and become president, because I always wanted to become the president. You know, that was something that I had written many years ago. And I would always look at that paper and I said, you know, I want to be the CEO of a credit union or a bank. And so it came true, but then again, I felt really sick that day. And I said, I don't know what's wrong. You know, I felt real sick. I went to the doctor, they drew some blood. So, you know, at that time, doctor tells me, you're pregnant. And I said, oh my God, I'm pregnant. And I was elated, you know, I was gonna have another child that would have been my 3rd child. And then I went to my husband's office and I said, you know, guess what, I'm pregnant. So my husband gets all excited about my pregnancy. And I said, but no, wait. And then he says, wait, what's wrong? I said, I'm applying for a job. And they're not gonna give me the job if they know that I'm Mexican, woman, and then pregnant? You think they would give me the job? And he said, well, what do you wanna do? And I said, well, how about we hide the pregnancy until they decide what, you know, they wanna do? And I've always been kind of small, so, you know, for me to gain weight, it's not very notorious, of course, right? But I always wear blazers like this, so that helps a lot. So I hid my pregnancy. Not even my other kids, not even my mom, nobody knew. I remember one day I used to take showers with my older kid, and she was only like 5 years old. And we were taking a shower, and of course my tummy was starting to show. And then she looks at my tummy, and she's about this level with my stomach, and she points at my stomach and she says, "Mom, you've been eating too much." But I was pregnant, so I didn't tell her anything. I said, "Yeah, I have," you know. So everybody thought I was gaining weight, and I kept buying just a little bit larger blazers to wear. So anyways, I applied for the job, they give me the job, and sure enough, you know, I announced that I'm pregnant, and I said, but don't worry, you know, by then I was almost 5-6 months pregnant. I said, don't worry, I'll still do the job. Had my baby, and you know, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. I mean, I was in the hospital for 1 day. In the hospital, I was already calling examiners, having meetings. In 2 weeks, I was back at work. So, you know, a lot of times we have challenges like that in our lives, but I think if we can overcome them and be positive about it, it makes a big difference. So then I become the CEO, and then I had the opportunity to do a lot of things with the credit union. When I started, we had 32 employees. We're now at about almost 120 employees. We only had normally credit unions are measured by their size. We had about 32 million in assets. Right now we're almost like at 140 million in assets. So we've grown a lot. We've expanded into other counties. Now we're going into Crystal City. We're about to open a branch over there. And you know, it's been a big challenge. I think anything after you graduate is gonna be a big challenge for you. This is not the end of it. This is only the beginning of it for you. And you know, I think, you know, if you set your goals, you can do anything that you desire in life. I think I went through a lot with a lot of challenges, but you probably have more challenges than I do. I think your generation, it's gonna be having more difficulty in getting jobs. There's a lot of competition out there. And I can tell you that the competition, if you're educated, you'll face anything, because they're gonna be comparing you with somebody that's not educated. And here's your first step. All you do with it, it's gonna be up to you. So I just wanna tell you that, you know, I think if you can push it a little bit more, this is not the end of it. The only thing you can account for right now is, remember, you're not gonna have to be raising your hand anymore if you go to work, like you do in classroom. You know, in classroom you have to raise your hand to ask a question. We had an employee that we hired, and in order, you know, they wanted to go to the restroom or something, and they would always ask for permission. And it's like, okay, it's changing now. Now we're in a different world. It's a different environment, and you know, you have to face that. I think we as parents, we're a different generation. You know, Aide and I were talking about it. We tend to try to help our kids a lot, and that's okay with it. I think, but it's really hard for us to let go. I know, because I have 2 kids that are already out of the house, and I still call them every day, or they call me every day, and I try to help them. And don't get mad at your parents if they call you. You can call your mom, call your dad, you know, at least even once a day. I even send my kids texts, hey, you forgot to call your mom today, you know, so that they can call me back. And it's okay. I mean, it's part of growing up. But one of the things is you have choices. Alternatives are there, just like this program that you're in right now. The alternative, they give you the choice to come in, graduate, and get your diploma. And I think you're gonna do good with it. I wish you the best. I think I've had a lot of fun through the years in my career, and all I can tell you is, you know, do good. We have water again. I didn't have water last night. I thought, shoot, graduation's gonna be canceled. You know, there's not gonna be any water for me to take a shower, and of course I didn't wanna come here with all the stinky kids either. So, you know, but I'm glad we had water. But you know, last night I was going through Facebook, and I was looking at the comments that were going. We have a city government that takes care of those things, and things happen. You know, we have to realize that things happen. I think sometimes we have to look at it in a positive way. Last night I used 4 cups of water to wash my face and brush my teeth, when in reality, other days I probably would have used more water. So we don't realize how good we have it. When you look at other countries that don't have even those 4 cups of water, it's, you know, it makes you think. It makes you think, and it makes you appreciate things. So last night I really, really appreciated things. One of the things that we do at the credit union is we raise funds for scholarships, and so we give a lot of scholarships in our community. We've given over $25,000 in scholarship in the last couple of years, and of course we gave out most of our money. But today, you know, I just brought a little bit, just a little gift card for each of you that I'm going to be giving you once you get your diploma. You got to get your diploma first, okay? And then we'll get you that. I called the credit union. They're bringing me those. So, and I don't think they're here yet, but my daughter's over there. She's waiting for the cars to come in, and when they come in, we're going to be giving those away to the students. I want to thank, you know, administration for inviting me. And congratulations, kids. This is a big stepstone for you. One of my employees has a kid that's graduating today too, so congratulations. You know, congratulations on being here. And she's sharing the crowd. I don't think she's ever heard my story. So now you have, now you can tell the rest of the employees about it, okay? But thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias a todos. Y felicidades.
Thank you, Ms. Martinez, for being here with us today and for inspiring these young graduates. At this time, Dr. Zuniga Varela and Dr. Rios will certify the graduates. Graduates, please stand. Dr. Rios, it is my pleasure to present the graduates of the class of 2015. I certify that these students receiving diplomas today have met all the requirements of the Texas Education Agency and the San Felipe Del Rio Consolidated Independent School District. I congratulate all of these seniors.
Dr. Zuniga Varela, I accept your certification. I congratulate these graduates. We are proud of them and wish them much success. They have been provided the opportunity to develop skills to help them be lifelong learners. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2015 graduates of Del Rio High School. Please have these graduates come forward to receive their diplomas.
Sheila Davila Cabello. Mauro Correa. Jesus M. Cuevas III. Kevin Armando Cura. Jacob Brian Dominguez. Angel Jonathan Dueñez. Said Alonso Figueroa. Matthew Garcia. Silvano Gonzalez. Alex Lee Lopez. Mark Anthony Martinez. Ernestina Marie Mesa. Christopher Ray Montemayor. Manuel Alberto Montemayor. Jonathan Morales. Luis Alberto Moreno Jr. Angel Paredes. Kim Gabriela Perez. José Herrera Rodarte Jr. Gerardo Cimental.
Es todo, Jerry. Es todo, Jerry. You made it. Sin embargo, you made it, Jerry.
Clarita Juliana Toto Dávila. Mark Anthony Valdez. Graduates, if you would please stand. Please take your tassel in your right hand and move it from left to right. You were seniors 2014, and now you are graduates of 2015. Congratulations. Every single one of you has a very special place in all of our hearts. I also want to thank our counselors. Some of them are not on board right now, but they came in for graduation. I do thank Ms. Torres for helping us this summer as our facilitator. Also Mrs. Valdez, as well as our lead counselor, Mrs. Sandate, our ACAP counselor, Ms. Zuniga, also our counselor, Mrs. Foss. I thank you for all the time that you've dedicated for the success of these students. And again, guys, we're so proud of you. And remember, this is just the beginning. The best is yet to come. Please remain standing for the singing of the school song being presented today by Khadijah Javad.
Now that I've seen this one.
Ceremony. Please join us for a short reception outside of the Little Theater. Again, we'd like to thank Ms. Rivera, Ms. Rubio, Mr. Barajas, Ms. Sonia Vasquez, Ms. Kat Sanchez, the counselors who are here with us today, and all of you for being with us. Thank you and have a great day.
Ha ha ha.